Hi there, Cancer. You're it today. We're doing a freestyle, but it is a relationship reading. I usually do 2 rows, tell you how you feel about each other, but Spirit's not digging that, so we're just going to jump right in and do a relationship read. I pulled Cancer and Aquarius. So if you are a Cancer with an Aquarius, or maybe just Aquarius is next, I don't know the implications of that just yet, but Spirit, can you tell me what's going on in Cancer's relationship? Can you tell me what's going on in Cancer's relationship, please? Somebody's convinced that there's a third party. Absolutely convinced and just dismantling the whole thing. They are distraught. They are upset. They're all in their head. They're having a bit of a time at this time. So if that's you, or maybe that's the person that you're dealing with, I'm really not sure as of yet. We're kind of withholding things. Not speech, comfort things. We're withholding comfort things. I'd say financial assets. For some of you it is. For others of you it is like maybe some physical touch, and got a very, very bad attitude about it. Okay, so somebody else has a very bad attitude about it. They're going to get it wherever they can get it. All right, so that's my 2 sides. So, if you were trying to figure out why they were pulling back, why they were holding back, why they were withholding themselves from you, or things that they normally do, like hugs, foot rubs, I don't know, phone calls, then that's probably it. Somebody's convinced that the other person is running around, talking to other people, talking behind their back, gossiping, talking bad behind their back. It doesn't necessarily have to be a third party. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Just any sort of just underhanded bad friend BS, right? All right. So a little bit more on the situation. I don't want to pull you, but I want to look at you. Okay, so there is some clinging that we're sticking around just to see, right? We're sticking around to make a point. We're sticking around to see if benefit of the doubt, hope, if they're going to change their ways because, you know, obviously they miss me. But there's a lot more going on in the situation than I think that either party or you might be aware of. Okay, let's get this person. The person withholding. Like I said, this person seems to be absolutely convinced that it's over and it's done. There's no more consistency. There's no more compassion. A little depressed about it, actually. But things are happening for this person regardless, it looks like. Spirit kind of seems to be on their side, and you know, Spirit's kind of sneaky like that when it comes to love and relationships, because sometimes they intentionally make it look like something that it's not, just to pull you two apart, because they've got something to do over here, you've got something to do over here, and y'all would never let yourselves do it. Y'all would never let each other do the process, learn, grow, heal, fellowship, other things like that. Because when we get in a relationship, unhealthy relationship, attachment kind of relationship, it's not like I'm into you to support you on your journey and your path because it benefits me to see you happy. No, not most love-in relationships, are they? Most love-in relationships, as we define them today, are more like you're mine, I'm yours. We don't talk to it's me, it's us against the world, and we're gonna go hide in this cave. Yeah, and everywhere we show up together, we're gonna show up together. Yeah. Anyway, bottom of the deck. It's not like they're walking away. They're depressed. Things are working out in their favor, and they're waiting around for something, a transformation. They could be with child, or they actually could be the benefactor in the relationship. You know, the person who kind of makes the lion's share, pays the rent. I pay the rent, I pay the electricity, I pay the cable and the internet, I pay the phone bills. These phones are mine. So I'm kind of upset. I'm sure that you're talking to somebody. It kind of depresses me, but you know what? I'm going to be all right. I'm just not going to pay your phone bill this month, you know? Bottom of the deck. The Strength card in reverse. It is a little bit of, say, manipulative coping mechanism. Okay, so I'm not necessarily working with both sides of myself. I'm not working with my shadow side. I'm kind of like letting it overtake me in a way, actually. Okay, now let's look at the person that is going to get it one way or another, and it doesn't, I don't care if you, lock my bike up. I don't care what if you take away my Xbox. I'm going, right? Okay, but this situation, these clarifiers, they're not really addressing the situation that y'all are still clinging to. There's a lot of swords, there's a lot of thought, there's a lot of backhanded, under the rug type of stuff going on right here, right? Spiteful. I'm going to say spiteful. But neither one of you are really addressing the fact if it's over or not. It's like y'all are pulling out these stops to kind of play this little game of chess, right? Or risk, should I say. This little game of risk that y'all are playing that doesn't necessarily benefit the situation. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, it tells me that they're trying to find a new place for the things that you are withdrawing from them, right? You're no longer supporting that, so they're going to get it somewhere with a bad attitude, underhandedly kind of done thing, right? Both of you seem to think that it's done for the most part, but y'all ain't acting like it's done. Kind of raunchy, kind of proud, kind of... This one's passive aggressive. This one's a little bit more revenge, kind of, I'll teach you. Okay, so more on the future of the situation or relationship. And then, of course, we're going to see... bottom of the deck, it's the Six of Wands. I don't see it turning out too well, but we're going to go ahead and see what either of you do want in the relationship, you know? So what does the future hold for this relationship for my Cancers? Loss of comfort, loss of ease. I'm walking on eggshells. I don't get to be myself. I'm acting different. I'm masking when I'm around you. I mask. Let's see. Is there anything else on the future upcoming events of this relationship, Spirit? And there it is. All right. So, let's see, bottom of the deck and a block communication. Okay, so y'all may be clinging to the idea that it's a relationship now, but in the upcoming future, I do see it completely dissolving. Now we're going to go ahead and look into what it is that person A wants. This person on this side. The one that is sure that the other person is running around. You know? I'm withholding. It's a manipulative tactic. I'm withholding myself, my phone calls, what I earn, not cooking anymore. I don't know what kind of withdrawal of love and affection in the Pentacles region that could be. What does this person want? What does this person want out of a relationship? What does this person want out of a relationship? Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so, and I'm not going to say this person is kind of superficial. Maybe they're just emotionally lacking. Maybe this person has never really matured or grown in a way that they see a relationship other than playing house. Okay, you've got a job, I've got a job, we both pay the bills. That's a relationship. Yeah, for some, right? Not really for human beings. Not really. The Ten of Pentacles is sound, stable, secure, financially advanced. We have a lot of things. We have a lot of people. We have a lot of resources, right? But where's the love? Where's the compassion? Where's the fun? Where is the excitement? Anyway, anywho, Cancer, I see the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This leads me to believe that actually the more that you try to get that kind of thing, it's like kind of trying to bake bread without the baking powder. It's just like one little scoop of powder, but if I don't put it in, my bread's never going to rise. Very, very important, very bitter. Like you taste it and you're like, why would that go in there? You know, so it's possibly something that you haven't realized, or this person hasn't realized, that is absolutely a pertinent part of a relationship, right? It's a mimicry, kind of. I see what other people have. I want that. I have no idea what goes into it or how to make it. I'm just going to mimic it, right? I don't think it's fulfilling for your partners. So you could be experiencing a repeat cycle of them leaving, or leaving you in hard times, or leaving to go do something more interesting, or what you perceive to be more interesting. Sometimes it's just soul food. Well, the Six of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. You know, you want to leave behind. There's also a possibility that you could be wanting to leave behind any kind of instability, right? I want to move away from that roughness of living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. I want somebody that's going to be there, sound, stable, and not mess around at the casino like this person did, you know, because I'm not going to necessarily say it's a third party. Betrayal can come in all different shapes and sizes. I could be talking bad about how Anyway, this person is fed up with the lack of elasticity in the relationship. I think this relationship dynamic could be a little bit too rigid for them in all actuality. But I am gonna go ahead and look a little bit. And see what they want from a relationship. What does person B desire from a relationship? What are they actually looking for? Yeah. Queen of Wands in reverse. Something just a little bit more exciting. So this could have been something that they were just trying to get under your skin to see, you know, cause a little ruckus, cause a little excitement. Maybe they like makeup sex. I don't know. This person's strange. But that's what they want in a relationship. A little bit of inconsistency, a little bit of excitement, as I called it. Bottom of the deck, the Sun in reverse. Yeah. It's not, it's childish. It's childish. They're childish. And look, you know what? Some people never ever ever grow out of that. It could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Some people 80 years old, they'll still want this kind of fire, lust, excitement, going and doing things. You know, you want that big bank account. You don't spend, you pinch every single penny, right? This person stops at the casino with his check and blows $200 that should have been going to, I don't know, whatever you're saving it for, because YOLO. You know, you only live once. I can't really tell you much about it other than I don't think that you two are properly paired. And if y'all are indeed properly paired, it's time to start accepting the negative with the positive qualities. Like, this is my partner. This is what they're going to do. I'm going to save it so they can spend it. We're a perfect match. Anyway, a little bit of shadow work here might work, but as far as it is, it just seems a little bit incompatible to me, but not insurmountable. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so if we choose not to walk away from this, if we do choose to mend this relationship, I see it's going to take some strength. I see it's going to take putting down the wands and healing from whatever. This is so silly. Anyway, it's not silly. It's on point. So, in order to save this relationship, it's going to take a certain amount of strength. See, right now, remember how your strength was in reverse, or this person's strength was in the reverse, denoting that they're unable to accept the good with the bad in themselves and in other people also, right? The strength here for what it would take to work is in the upright. So do not discard your part in what it takes to make this relationship successful. Do you understand? I see, like I said, the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is adversity, struggle, competition. But in the reverse, it's going to take a little bit of compromise, working on the same team, doing... instead of working against each other. Well, if you're going to spend, then I'm going to save twice as hard next week. No, you're going to loosen the belt a little bit. You are depriving your person of what they think life is. And in all actuality, yourself. Because if you grew up this way, the purpose behind the relationship is to make sure that we kind of stay balanced and out of our box a little bit, right? The comfort zone is not where we grow. We grow in this aspect. So if I keep this person comfortable, then I keep them around. We coexist appropriately. And then when I have worked my fingers to the bone and saved everything that is known to man, then I do need a break, because I will work myself into a hole, right? the quality of my life will decline unless I have this person to go out, take me by the hand, and get me on a therapy, retail therapy shopping spree. Does that make any sense? Or a night out at the casino. Anywho, and this is, I almost left it out, but the Three of Swords is in reverse. So that means that whatever coping mechanism that you are currently using, or this other person is currently using to combat the tragedy of childhood, or the tragedy of girlfriend's past or boyfriend's past, or whatever like that, it's time to kind of try to bring it up and heal from it. I see the Nine of Cups in reverse, which would usually denote emotional codependency, but you know, who isn't in some way, shape, or form? Don't be afraid to open up to this person and say, look, you know, I know that I was kind of strict with the spending. I realized that maybe that wasn't the best course of action, but I'm trying to understand why I do that, why I'm in my, what do they call that? Survival mode, right? Where I'm healing from something of a lack, right? So I think that stripping myself of everything and then holding it in the bank and hoarding it is going to heal that feeling of lack. But it doesn't. It doesn't. Anyway, okay. 3 cards for closure. Please, can I just have 3 cards for closure on this reading for my Cancers and whoever they're dealing with? 3 cards for closure. Some sort of acceptance. Okay, speak what you feel. Don't bypass the desire to speak what it is that you feel. I can feel pretty bad, but I have to express it some way, shape, or form. This holding everything, or withdrawing myself, or withdrawing from the situation so that maybe you feel my lack, or my lack of presence. No. Okay, and the King of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups in the upright. Okay. So my happiness goes with my acceptance. So my 4 of Cups in reverse and my 9 of Cups. Acceptance of the situation. Now I have the King of Swords in reverse with the Prince of Swords. So this person kind of needs to speak out about what's going on. And this person needs to stop doling it out for everybody, or it's kind of reminds me of, I'm getting the feeling of like somebody that's drowning, right? And they just try to grab onto everything, branches, leaves, the falling raindrops. They'll try to grab onto everything possible to try to get themselves out instead of just learning how to swim, right? So they're in a bit of emotional turmoil. They're looking to take a step up, right? They think it's done, and they have a pretty negative attitude about it. Like girls, they just want to have fun. This person wants to have enjoyment in their relationship. They want to have somebody that they can enjoy life with. You know, you obviously need somebody to enjoy life with. This is going to be a bit of a compromise, right? But in every relationship, you do have to be able to accept your partner for what they are instead of trying to mold them into, you're not their mother, you're not their creator, you're not Father God, right? You are just a person living out your same little existence, right? The same little changes that need to be made, same little growth. Nobody's perfect, everybody's changing, and the world uses everybody else to come into our lives to make those necessary changes. Anyway, I'm tired of fussing. I'm not fussing no more. Stop worrying about it. Get over it. Get over it already. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do, Cancer. Until next time, thanks for stopping at Eyes to See Tarot, and hope you enjoyed the relationship read.